So now that I am like zoomed in more so you guys can see me, I'm just gonna hop right into the tutorial. I have all my stuff like sitting down here on the floor with me, and I have my mirror so like I can still look and like do it. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my mirror to help me with my makeup. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I like to use is primer. My brows is already done. I just recently filmed a new brow routine, so I have it linked up in the IQ card, whichever side is on. I always freaking forget. So recently I've been loving this Tarte Base Tape primer. So this is what I'm going to use. It's just a hydrating primer, and I got it in my Ipsy bag. So I'm just using that. And I just like also, before I get into it, another way into having really good soft glam makeup is to really have your skin prepped and hydrated beforehand, because then your soft glam makeup is going to look better, because it's going to really look like you're glowing from within. So I just like to put the primer on like that. But I would really say have your skin prepped and ready to be primed for your soft glow makeup, and that's gonna really it's really gonna help with making it look better. And if you're an oily person, I recommend maybe putting a more mattifying primer on your T-zone or places where you get oily, because then it's just gonna help your soft glam makeup last longer than using the hydrator primer there. So now that I have that nice, it's all nice and tacky on the skin, I'm gonna go ahead and use my foundation. So foundation I'm gonna be using is the Fenty Beauty Pro Concealer foundation, and this is in the shade 410, and this is just a soft matte long wear foundation from Fenty Beauty. I really love this foundation, and if I'm not using this foundation, the other foundation I like to use too as well. There's two other ones. The first one is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Plus Smooth foundation. I use that one in shade 355 Coconut, and recently I hopped on a wave and I tried out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and this is in the shade Cocoa. This is more matte, but it has a medium to full coverage, so you can able to build this up. And I'm in the shade Cocoa, and I've been using this. I used this foundation the whole time I was in Texas, because I actually left my all my makeup here. So, and then I like to go in and blend in my foundation with this kind of brush, and I'm just gonna apply my foundation. I like to apply it to the brush and then apply it to my actual skin, and then I just go in and blend it out. And I always blend my foundation a little bit past my jawline and a little bit on my ears, just so it can look more natural. And I kind of try to keep the foundation more on the outside parameters of my face than the inside parameters, because I'm gonna end up putting concealer in there, so I don't feel the need to like waste foundation, especially when I'm using my Fenty, because it's more expensive than like maybe my Maybelline or the Wet n Wild. The Wet n Wild is like $6, and then the Maybelline one is like $12, $11, $10, depending on where you get it from. And sometimes I like to add extra drops, because I like to build up the coverage. So I'm just doing some extra drops. Alright, now that we're blended, it's time for concealer. The concealer I've been using lately and I've been loving is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. This is what it looks like, and I've been using the shade Deep Cinnamon. So I'm going to apply this all underneath my eyes. And it has a really nice doe foot applicator like the Tarte Shade Tape one. I really love this this concealer. It's like $6, I believe. And I've been letting it sit recently, and I'm just going to add a little bit on my forehead and a little bit on my chin, like a dot, because a little really goes a long way. A little bit above the lip, and a little bit down the nose. And then I'll put a little bit on my eyes, because I like to use this to prime my eyes. And you really only have to like dip in this one time because there's so much product that comes off. Like literally the inside of my tube even looks freaking disgusting. And I have a second one of these on campus. And then I just go in and I use a beauty blender. I usually use this one, but now she's all crusty and I need to throw her away. So I got this like set and I'm just going to use this. And I like to spray it with a little bit of my e.l.f. matte magic mist and set, or whatever, like whatever I use to set my makeup with. I like to use that to help to help blend out the concealer. Look at it. So I really recommend letting your concealer sit, because I notice when I let my concealer sit instead of blending it out as soon as I place it, I feel like I get way more coverage, and I feel like I don't get like those lines up here, if you know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and set our concealer. To set my concealer, I love using the Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder. And this is just the 8040 shade, and this is just the banana shade. And I like to set with a thin layer of powder, and then go over it with a more heavier, like baking kind of layer of powder, because I just feel like I just get the best effect that way. And I'm just gonna blend it in. Now that we're all freaking like baked and blended, ready to go, I like to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and this is in the shade 35 Deep, and I like to dust this all over my face. I also like going over with the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth Powder, and this is in the shade 355 Coconut as well, to dust it all over my face. And then I use that also to take off of this powder. But just for this video, I'm just going to be doing it how I was doing it before I bought the makeup in Texas. So I just take a fluffy brush like this, and this is the Farrah brush. It don't in the number 50F, and I got this from Ipsy, and I literally just take this and dust it all over my face. Next thing I like to do is to go in and contour. So for contour slash bronzer, I use two products. I like to use, I feel like Maybelline should sponsor me at this point. I like to use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder, and this is in the shade 375 Java. And then I like to use this brush. This just came in a Morphe set that I got last year for Christmas. So I just take this just a little bit because it's darker. So this just helps like bronze it up, and then I just like to put it right there. But I like to use the Morphe bronzer in the shade Romance. Cause, I got this in Ipsy, so that's why I look smaller. And I like to use a different brush actually for this part, because this one is more of not my shade. So I use a more, it's my shade, but I kind of like how it looks, and then some days I don't like how it looks. So it's just a hit or miss. But I use a brush that looks like this, and then I only tap into it one time because this jank is powdery, and I try to like really like do this one in circles and like really blend it out. Like really a little bit really goes a long way with this. Alright, now we're done bronzing. We're bronzed, baby. We're bronzed. We're bronzed. Yes, yes, yes. Time for blush. Rest in peace my blush, but I like to use this e.l.f. blush, and this is in the shade Brick Red. I dropped it, so she's crumbly and falling into pieces, but I like using this, and since it's broke, I like to try to tap it off so I don't have all that extra color. And I smile, and I do my cheeks, and I try to do it like really up, all the way up, like to my hairline, because I just like the way that the blush looks on me when I do it like that. Alright, so now that blush is done, I'm going to just go in and freaking set my face. And to set my face, like I used earlier, I'm just going to use the e.l.f. matte magic mist and set, and I'm using this to set my face. And then I like to take the back of my beauty blender and go in and press everything down while my face is wet. Alrighty, now that we have that done, let's go into eyes. And for eyes, for this, I always use the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This is the original one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this, and I only use 2 freaking shades. And so let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this, and I'm gonna use this shade right here. Not the shade that hit pan, but this shade right next to it. And I'm just going to put that color right in my crease. And I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild crease brush. Like sis is old, had her for a minute. I need to get a new one. But this brush is like so freaking bomb that I don't want to get a new one. And I'm using this shade because it's not too dark, but it's also not too light, so it shows up enough, but not too much. And I like to hold it more towards the end because this is giving it more of a blend, so it looks more natural than if I was to hold it all the way up here. The product would be more concentrated in the crease, and I'm trying to create more like a soft, airy effect, so I'm holding the brush all the way at the end. Okay, now that we have that color in our crease, I'm going to go ahead and take this color, if you can see it, go ahead and take this color right here, and on the back of my fingers, one of my fingers, I just take it. It's like a little bronzy shade, and I literally apply it all over my eyelid, and not too much, not too much, just enough so like we know that it's there. And I even put it all up in the crease kind of, but not too far up in the crease, but just enough so it just look like you just have a natural color all over your eye. And that's what she looks like. Those are what the eyes are looking like. I will zoom you in very, very, very soon. So let's move on to highlighter. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Highlighting Powder, and this is in the shade Crown of My Canopy. I got this also on Ipsy, so I've been using this a lot lately, and I love using this brush to highlight sometimes. And I also got that in Ipsy, but it's from some brand I can't read, but it's the L36 brush. I've been love using this kind of brush, and it's by Morphe. I lied. It's by this brand called Chique. It's CHIQUE, and this is for blush, but I like using it for highlighter because I feel like it gives me the best effect. And just because they say that's what the brush is for, don't mean that's what you have to use it for. And I like doing highlighter after I set my face because I feel like it looks better because everything is already melted in, so it really looks like highlighter is sitting on top of your skin. So I just applying this to the apples, well, not the apples on my cheek, but like kind of the high bone of my cheek. Is that what it's called? And I love me highlighter. Like, I go crazy with highlights, so do as you see fit. So if you see me going ham, it's because I love highlighter. Just thought I'd let you know. Then I do some at the tip here of my bridge, very lightly. Put a little bit on my forehead, a little bit on my chin. And then I like to go in with my finger with the highlighter and really put it on my nose because I love how nose highlight looks, especially when you have a lot of it on. Oh, it's a nut. It is so pretty to me to just be like, yes, nose popping, baby girl, yes, yes. And then I put that on my lip, on my cupid's part with my finger as well. Like, you can use a brush if you want, but I just prefer going over it with my finger because I feel like you just get more pigment. And then I just take the extra product and put it on my nose. And everything is almost done. So to finish off the look, Of course, we're going to be doing lashes, and the lashes I'm using looks like this. They're just, well, let me zoom you in. The lashes I'm using, this is what they look like. These are just the Ardell these are the Ardell Faux Demi Wispies. So, I'm just going to put my lashes on. This is what they look like. And for the lash glue, I like to use the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with aloe vera. And I'm just going to put my lashes on off camera. And then I'm going to come back to you guys because I'm not going to be able to get these on camera. So I'll be right back with my lashes on. Now it's time to do our lips. I went in, I have my lashes on, and I did mascara on my bottom lashes. And for the mascara, I just end up using the Maybelline Great Lash. And this is the Black is Black one. So that's what I use. So for lips, I like to use two things, a lipstick and a lip gloss for my soft glam. So for the lipstick, I use the Broadway Colors True Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Happy Hour. It's a nice brown, and wearing this on its own is so freaking gorgeous. But I've been using just a lipstick to go over and line my lips instead of a lip liner these days, because that's what I've been liking. And then on top for lip gloss, I love using the e.l.f. Lip Pumping Lip Gloss. This is what it looks like, and this is in the Champagne Glam. You can get this at Dollar General, and you can get this at Walmart or anywhere where they sell e.l.f. This is like $3. This is like $2, $5 combo, and your lips gonna be looking bomb. So I'm gonna go in and do my lips, cause baby girl, that's the only thing we're missing right now. See how perfect that brown is? And then just put the gloss right on top. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And this is how I achieve my soft glam. Can we... Yes, baby girl. What? Like, she cute, ain't she? So that's all I do for my soft glam makeup. I'm glad that you guys stayed here and watch and see how I achieve my guide to soft glam. It's really simple and very easy, but I just get a lot of compliments, and I get a lot of requests on how I do certain things when I do my makeup, so I thought, why not film it? And I just really like how it looks. I feel like I really look and feel like really good right now. Like right now, I feel like I want to change my whole fit. Got out of this little sweater that I'm wearing right now, and I just feel like now I need to go out now that my makeup is done. I need to just pop on some earrings, maybe a little hat, because I don't know, my hair is done, but I am gonna put no more product in it, and my edges is not like all the way on fleek, but I still feel good. And this really does remind me of the 90s with their makeup. Their makeup was very simple, very simplistic, very natural, but still glowy and still look like your skin, but better. And that's basically what I feel like. I feel like I don't even have on makeup right now. I just really feel like I just have on lipstick, lashes, and maybe brows. But that's really all that I have for you guys today, and I'm done talking because I feel like I'm rambling you guys' ears off. So I want to say thank you so much for watching today's video. I love all of you guys, and I just want you to stay safe, be positive, stay healthy, and peace out.